What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Understanding the Reason. I'm your host, Jerome Majette. I am so excited that you guys are here. We have a lot to cover. But first, before we get started, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you take us up on our offer to purchase one of our shirts or get my 18-year research book, Understanding the Reason God Made Man, What Made Him Do It, please send me a selfie so I can shout you out at the end of my videos. Also, please stick around. Don't just jump off, man. Please help me celebrate who we chose for this video to really show our love and appreciation to. Okay, I really would appreciate you for doing that. Thank you in advance. All right, we're gonna get into this study, man. We've been going through my book, and as I mentioned, 18 years of research, looking at scripture and looking at scientific data. How does it all fit together in telling us the reason God created us and why he put us on the planet? And even why did he, as a spirit, and you'll hear me say this over and over again, what would motivate a spirit to create physical matter? That in and of itself is something that we are in pursuit of. I'm glad that you guys are here. On our last video, we were talking about the fact that God understood and knew that we needed water. We needed water. Man, listen, try going a week or so without water, man. Man, listen, we need water. We need water for a lot of different things. We need water to wash our bodies. We need water to put into our bodies. We need water to wash our clothes. God knew that we needed water. And so I'm going to start off where we left off at last time and just read through the book. And if you have your copy, come on and join me and let's get into this together. Okay. We're talking about the creation process. We're on day 2, and we were talking about how God separated the waters. Like, for example, those clouds up there in the sky, that's water. So that's proof. That's evidence. The sea, the ocean, the streams, the lakes, all of those things, that's water, right? Right? So he showed us on the second day of the creation narrative found in Genesis where this water came from, how he actually processed or how he separated those waters and the actual process that he created that created our water cycle. And we're going to talk about that water cycle too as we move along. But check this out. So this is what I'm going to start reading at Genesis chapter 1, verse 6 through 8, and just follow along with me. And God said, let there be a firmament, the expanse of the sky, in the midst of the waters. And we talked about where those waters came from, how the enemy hit this planet at lightning speed in a tangible form, broke the water table. And now God is getting ready to break the process, give us the process by which he created our water cycle, how our water replenishes itself. Okay, so here we go. And let it separate the waters below from the waters above. And God made the firmament, the expanse, and separated the waters which were under the expanse from the waters which were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the firmament heavens. We established that heavens mean skies. Okay, it's the skies, right? Flying in friendly skies. Okay. And God said, let the waters under the heavens be collected into one place of standing, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the accumulated waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good, and he approved it. And there was evening, and there was morning, a second day. So only a supreme intelligence could determine the necessity for an atmosphere. Like, if you look at all of these other constellations, and if you look at all of these planets in our solar system, what the scientists are looking for is, do they have an atmosphere similar to Earth, which gives them an inclination that there could be life on that planet, right? So they're looking for, what is the atmosphere on those planets? Like Mars has little to no atmosphere. Of course, you already know the moon has little to no atmosphere, right? And so only a supreme intelligence would understand the necessity for the atmosphere, not to mention the components required for its invention. Our water supply is recycled through a process that allows us to know our water doesn't come from an outside source. Like we're not going to another planet to get our water. Our water supply is being recycled right here in our environment, on our planet, right? Which is very, very important to understand. So there's literally volumes of scientific data that speaks to the atmosphere's composition and what it's composed of. The main thing that I was more concerned about is why. Like, why is it there? Well, it's there to protect our water supply and to protect us from being scorched by the sun. Okay? Now, according to the Bible Society, approximately 20 billion or more Bibles are in circulation and distribution today, right? So we get this information, we're getting this information from a divine source. And just because we have scientific institutions that study this stuff, they can't tell you where it came from. That's the part. They can't tell us where it came from. They could tell us what it's made of. They could tell you all of these other different, peculiarities and different things, what it's made up of and that type of stuff, but they can't tell you where it came from. The Bible actually offers us the information divinely placed. And here's why I say that, because there were no institutions of higher learning from these 40 authors that authored the Bible. Like, for example, Moses, how did he know? How did he understand? Listen, here's something I want to share. I'm going to share this with you. Check this out. Here's something, for example, in Job chapter 36, verse 26 through 31. Certainly God is so great that he is beyond our understanding. The number of his years cannot be counted. He draws up the water vapor and distills it into rain, which the clouds pour down. They drip upon man abundantly. Who can understand the spreading of the clouds and the thunder that rolls forth from heaven? See how he spreads the lightning around him and how it lights up the depths of the sea? By these mighty acts, he nourishes the people, giving them food in abundance. So here's an ancient man who is literally giving us a scientific process of how our water is drawn up. So in other words, it evaporates into the clouds get full of water and then drops it back down as rain and snow, right? And ice, right? So how would this man know that this process, that the process starts with the evaporation of the water? That's what I'm saying. So when you talk about the Bible, I hear people say stuff like the Bible's man-made. Somebody, it's man-made. What? Of course, man wrote it, but much of the information is divinely inspired. Okay, here's one right here. Here's one right here. Over in Mark chapter 4, verse 22. This is what it says. And make sure you guys, make sure you get your notes. Okay. Listen to this. Things are hidden temporarily only as a means to revelation. For there is nothing hidden except to be revealed, nor anything temporarily kept secret except in order that it may be made known. So God is not trying to hide from us. He's not trying to hide the information from us. And that's what made me really want to know. That's what made me put those 18 years into studying scripture and looking at, okay, so here's what science says. Does this somehow align? Does this support? That kind of thing. So with that being said, man, we're going to get back to this thing. I'm telling you, I am so excited that you guys are showing up. Please consider purchasing our book, Understanding the Reason God Made Man, What Made Him Do It, or pick up some of our gear. All the links are right there in the description. And listen, man, let somebody know what we're doing over here. Thank you again for tuning in. God bless you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. God bless you. Peace.